Hey guys, I know it's a really weird setup, but I know this was the best way to do this review. And for those of you that are new to my channel, hi, welcome to Lux Life TV. And for those of you that are returning, thanks for coming back. And please do hit the like button and the subscribe button. It does help me out a lot. And by the subscribe button, I think there's a small bell icon. So if you guys click on that, you guys will be notified every time I upload a video. More often than not, I try to upload one every week. But without any further ado, let's get into the review. So, you probably can see me in the back here a bit. Yeah, that's my head. So I'm going to be reviewing the Michael Kors Lexington. Oh, I didn't even realize this was still stuck to the watch. Okay, so this is the Michael Kors Lexington 2. And I'm pretty sure this is in the 46mm. They only come in one size. And it's slightly bigger than my Fossil Generation 3 Explorist watch. And the reason I had that watch prior to this one was that it was able to answer voice calls. And at the time, if I'm not mistaken, Fossil didn't have a woman's watch that did that. Since then, I gave that watch to a friend, and I have this one now. And it's off right now, and it also does have a screen protector. I'm a bit anal with stuff like that. The screen protector I got was off of eBay, but the awesome thing about it is it covers, like, from bezel to bezel. Like, you can't really mess up putting it on. I had a screen protector for the Fossil watch, and it kind of left an outline. This one, though, it covers from, like, one end to another, so it's amazing. So I have the two-tone one with the crystals, as you can see. Okay. And this can also check heart rate. I'm not sure if you're aware, but there's like these little pins down here. They're not really pins. I don't know if you can see that, like right here. It's able to check your heart rate. So the charger on this is not your standard Android watch like charger. It's not just like the disc that's magnetic. It'll have two pins. I'm sorry, I'm shaking the tripod. It'll have two pins on it. So make sure if you guys are going to buy a generic charger that it has the two pins on it. This does come with a charger. I like to have a backup with me, especially when I'm traveling. Now, as far as charging the watch is concerned, I can have it charged to 100%, maybe in about 15 minutes. The battery on this watch is actually amazing, and it depends on how you use it. And I'm sure, like, you've heard that by many people before. This watch comes with different watch, like, battery settings. You can put it just for, like, time. That way the battery will probably last you weeks. I only do text messages and calls, but I don't take my calls on the actual watch, even though you can. There is a microphone speaker. The reason I don't do that is because it does eat a lot of battery, and I usually have my phone on me. But if I'm in a pinch, let's say I'm walking somewhere in the city, then yeah, I would have the voice calls forwarded to the watch. The second thing is I keep a lot of the notifications off, like for email or whatever, because I don't feel the need personally to have it. So I can go a full day of maybe about 12 to 15 hours on this watch, and the battery of the watch will probably be down to like 65, which is not bad at all. So honestly speaking, I'll probably get 2 full days of use out of this watch. So the way you turn it on is you press this button on the side, and it should turn on. You'll feel it vibrate a bit, and there we go. Oh, why isn't this focusing? And the way you're gonna have to sync this with your phone is you have to download the Wear OS app. And I'm not sure if that's also the case with the iPhones, but I don't use an iPhone. I have an Android phone, so I use the Wear OS app. And once you do that, you just follow the directions that pop up on the screen, and it'll tell you what you have to do to sync the watch. It'll be like a pin you have to put in on the phone and on the watch, and you're pretty much good to go. The watch came about 70% charged, which was awesome. And yeah, I had to adjust the watch links actually, and there's a way you can do that on your own. I just ordered a link removal tool from Amazon, and I did it on my own. Otherwise, some places charge you. Also, there are settings where you can keep the screen of the watch on. I don't do that because it does eat a lot of battery. So if you press the side button, here you go, you got your face right here. I have it on airplane mode so I don't have any notifications pop up, but if you swipe down, what happened here? Oh, swipe down, there we go. Kept it on airplane mode. It's at 98% now. It does come equipped with Google Pay. But the more important thing I want to talk about right here is this battery mode. You can put it for daily, extended. I have it on custom. You can put it on time only also. But for, like I said, for custom, I have here you can actually choose which you want to have on or off. I have the phone audio, tilt to wake, and that's 8. Like, just these basic notifications. And in terms of notifications, I don't you can actually set what notifications you want coming onto your watch through the Wear OS app on the phone. So that's the battery mode, which I find very important. So the whole thing, like, the watch will last me easily, maybe a day and a half. So that's that. If you swipe this way, you have your Google Assistant. And then if you swipe that way, you have something called tiles. Now, I have a tile that'll tell me how much I've walked. I've just turned this watch on, so I'm not as lazy as it's showing. And if you swipe back that way, you're back to the main screen. You swipe up, you get your notifications. If you keep the face pressed, you can actually go around and choose different faces. The thing is, you can also do this from your app on the phone as well. The thing is, depending on what face you use, that might also use a lot of battery. The faces are pretty interactive. They're not like the ones on the Apple Watch, and I know because I've had the Apple Watch. But because of the animations or whatever on certain faces, it might drain more battery, so be aware of that. You can't really customize what you want on each like watch face, how you were able to do with the Apple Watch. These come preset, which isn't a big bummer for me. If I need any info, I mean, I'll look it up on my phone, but otherwise, like, this is more than enough for me. I don't need to know what my heart rate is every minute. Like, I don't know. If I need to open an app, I won't do it on the phone. On the watch, I'll just do it on the phone, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, so that's what my watch face looks like. And over here on this specific one, I have a countdown to my next work trip. It's how many steps I've taken, the time in New York City, even though it's the same thing as the time shown actually on my watch face itself. So you can actually change this to whatever way you want it. I'm just going to put this on so you guys can see what it looks like on me. All right, here we go. So it is a pretty big watch, like, I'm not going to lie. It is bulky. I don't really wear anything else on this hand. So yes, there you go. I would suggest getting a screen protector. I think it's a good thing to have because it is such a big watch. I tend to clunk it around. Not on purpose, but it happens. And you can change the band using these pins over here. I haven't done so because I don't have any other band to use, but you can do that as well. And yeah, this is the Lexington 2, so I'm assuming I don't have any other prior model to compare this to. But I feel that I think the Lexington 2 used with an Android, you can actually answer phone calls on the watch. Otherwise, you weren't able to. From what I heard from the customer service rep, like at the actual Michael Kors store, I don't know how far true that is. If you want all the specs on this watch, I'll have it linked below, and you guys can check that out. I think the total distance you can keep this away from your phone and still be able to get notifications is probably about 30 feet. You can also connect this phone. You can connect the watch to the same Wi-Fi you use in your house where your phone's connected, and it'll still function. Switching in and out of airplane mode is really easy as well. There's no problem with that. I tend to do that in the car sometimes, but I've noticed that when I get into the car with my phone, it'll hook up to Android Auto. When I had my Fossil watch, I couldn't connect the phone and the watch both at the same time to Android Auto. This watch does not give me that problem, so I don't have to put this on airplane mode when I'm driving. with fear of having my phone knocked off of Android Auto, because, I mean, that's my only hands-free link in the car. You can control your music from the watch as well. I just don't feel the need to if I have it connected to the car, but otherwise you can as well. And yeah, it's just a general review. I don't really have any, anything else to say. I don't really have any complaints. It is a heavy watch. I don't want to say it's a complaint. The only thing I wish is that we could have actually put widgets on our screen, but I mean, I'm only saying that because I've had an Apple Watch before. But it's not a deal breaker for me. The battery life on this is a lot better than what my Fossil Watch used to be. And yeah, I haven't had any issues with this. I've had this for close to 2.5 weeks now, and I'm enjoying it. I think I've covered everything. I think I have, but this is the two-tone one. It comes with these crystals here. And it looks casual enough to wear on jeans and a t-shirt, but those days that you want to look a little fancy, it does look really cool, especially under certain light. The way it glitters, it's just pretty. Plus, you can wear this with any colored metal because it's two-tone, so no worries there. I love to mix my metals as well, so yeah. Other than that, I think I've covered everything. If you guys have any other questions, please do leave comments down below. I will get back to you as soon as I can, and I will see you next week. Bye.